You have probably heard this 100 times that if you want to make money from trading, you need to use some complicated and some advanced strategies like price action. And you need to understand SMC, ICT, divergence, and chart patterns. But here's what nobody tells you. Are the traders who are making consistent profits, are they also trading like in this fashion? A trader who's making consistent profit, is he also doing these complicated things? Well, to be really frank with you, I have been making consistent profits. My clients have been making consistent profits, and I have studied a lot of successful traders as well. I have studied from a lot of successful traders, my mentors, but they don't do any of that. They're not glued to the charts. They're not decoding hidden candle secrets. Their strategy is so simple that it looks so boring, and boring is something that most people are not comfortable with. Most people want something that can fetch them huge returns in short span of time. But when we offer them, when we show people the reality of trading, wherein they don't need to chase like huge returns, and we make consistent returns by using something simple, they feel shocked that okay, you must be lying. Trading cannot be this simple. But in reality, trading is this simple. You just need to do it day in, day out. Same thing, boring stuff. That is the most difficult part, and that is something that most people do not want to do. And that's exactly why it works. Look, if you have ever opened your trading platform and thought, what am I even looking at? Do I need to learn all these indicators? Why does this feel like more like a rocket science than trading? You are not alone. I have been there too. When I started my trading journey, even I thought the same that I needed to learn something advanced in order to make money. But it's now when I can say very confidently that simple things work in stock market and in trading and even in life. Simplicity is just not the value, it's the rule to actually get the results that you want. So, just to give you a brief about what all things I have tried every single thing that you can name it. I've tried SMC, I have tried ICT, I have tried Fibonacci, I have tried all the chart patterns that you might be aware about, all the candlestick pattern that you might be aware about, all the technical concept that you might be aware about, whether it's moving averages, crossovers, and whatnot. I've tried every single thing under the sun. And one thing I kept on realizing that the more I learned, the more confused I got because every single trade that I used to take, it was feeling like a wrestling match. And worse, I was not getting the results. In fact, I was just losing the money. So if you have ever felt overwhelmed, unsure, or burnt out from trying to learn everything, this video is just for you. Because in the next 2 minutes, I'll show you why complicated strategies often do more harm than good. And the simple checklist based system we teach that's helping everyday people like you make calm, consistent profits in less than 30 minutes a day. So here's the thing, the trading industry wants you to believe that the more you know, the more you will earn. That's the common mainstream advice, right? You should always learn more. Learning is the power, and keep on learning, and eventually you will make money. You should always learn before you earn. Well, that's true, but that's partially true. Because if you keep on learning new things without implementing them, you won't get the result. Because money is made through execution, not just the learning alone. Otherwise, the people who are in libraries, the main, the person who actually manages the library, he would probably the most richest person on this planet, but he's not. That's the story. And I am not saying this to degrade the importance of learning because I have been somebody who reads a lot, who learns a lot. I'm a firm believer of that. But all I'm saying is learning alone is as good as doing mental masturbation. You are just doing mental masturbation because you have heard from people, from gurus that okay, you should just learn, and learn, and you will automatically make money. That's to be really frank with you, that's not how the world works. The world pays you, the market pays you if you are a good executor. And with that thought of learning more and more, what you do is you start watching hours of YouTube videos, chasing strategies with five indicators, multi-time frame confirmations, advanced candlestick formations, complex entry and exit rules in SMC. But let's be honest for a moment. When you try to trade with that kind of complexity, here's what really happens. You hesitate, you overthink, you miss trades, and you panic in real time. Because when you are actually going to execute the trade, you feel like, okay, whether you should actually take the trade or not. You feel confused, you feel overwhelmed. And this is something that you cannot do on daily basis, because ask yourself, are you here for the entirety of your life, or are you just trading for a couple of days or months, right? Because if you're just here for a couple of months or days, then you can freely do all of these things. But if your answer is that you want to make this profession as a serious business, then these things won't work, because you need to do something that's sustainable, that you can do it in every single day. And that's why most people are not able to sustain it and they give up, because when your brain is overloaded, your execution falls apart. And you know what? It's not the intelligence that wins in trading. It's the clarity and consistency that eventually wins in stock market and in trading. And therefore at CPC, we flipped that logic. We created a time boxing trading system designed for real people with real jobs and responsibilities. And here's what it looks like. You only trade between 9:30 till 10 a.m. Only 30 minutes. That's it. And even the setup which you're gonna trade on will be extremely simple, that even a 5-year-old would be able to use it. And every single thing is step by step mentioned in the checklist that we're going to provide you once we actually start working. That's what our client uses every single day. Because when you're a beginner and when you're using a strategy, I'm assuming that anybody who learns something new is a beginner, no matter how many years of experience you have in a particular profession. Whenever you're going to learn something new, let's say a strategy in trading, you are a beginner. So once our client begins with us, we give them a simple checklist that is so simple that there is no room for mistake. So often than not, people who actually commit mistakes on a setup are the ones who don't have a proper checklist. And even if they have the checklist, the rules are quite vague. It just feels like I would tell you, okay, to somebody who has no idea how to make a coffee, I would simply ask them, okay, go in the kitchen and make the coffee. Over here, a lot of things are not clear. Where is the kitchen? What is the right pathway? How much coffee should I take? How much milk should I take? How much water should I take? I don't know how exactly to make a brilliant coffee. I'm just telling you that this person who actually wants to make a coffee, how exactly they're gonna make a coffee? Because the instructions are pretty vague, right? He won't be clear about what exactly is the right recipe, what is exactly is the right step-by-step system to make a coffee. So all I'm saying is once you are beginning something, you need that clarity in your hand, what exactly you should be doing. And that's why we do this. And all of this takes 30 minutes a day, not more than that. No indicators, no patterns, no overthinking, just calm and focused execution. Let me give you a small analogy. It's like using Google Maps versus reading a paper map. With Google Maps, you don't overthink your next turn. It just tells you where to go. But if you had to navigate city traffic with a folded paper map, and guess what? You would be stressed, right? You will be distracted. You will probably be lost because you have no idea where to move. But when it comes to Google Maps, it gives you that clear direction that, okay, this is the time you should probably move left. This is the time you should probably move right. And that helps you in the real market. That helps you in the real time, right? So that's the same thing with this checklist that we give you. That's the main difference. Most people trade using a paper map. We help you switch to Google Maps. Our traders don't need 10 hours of screen time. They don't memorize the chart patterns. They just follow one simple system confidently every single morning. Let me tell you a small story about Anupam. He wasn't a full-time trader. Anupam had a business to run. He had kids and he had certain responsibilities back then when he joined us. He didn't wanted something complex because he had already tried a lot of systems in the past. He had already tried a lot of courses in the past, but every single thing that he tried, he find it very complex today. The moment I had a meeting with him, he just said that Suraj, I want something that is so simple. And if you are going to offer me something so complex, then I'm already done. And that is the exact thing what he said. And in that moment, I told him, calm down, Anupam. Right now, I'm not even sure whether I can help you. But once I actually realized that, okay, he has a need that I can help him to fulfill. And when I showed him the system that we are using, he was like mind blown. He was saying that, okay, I don't believe you because this sounds so simple. And I'm not kidding. That was exactly his words. So the point I'm trying to make is in trading, simple things work. In life, simple things work. That is a statement you will keep hearing from me again and again. Because my objective over here is to just drill down this one simple principle in life That is, if somebody is offering you something complex, chances are that person has no idea what exactly that thing is. And he's therefore making the things complex. So that is the one mental model I use to differentiate between somebody who's legit and somebody who's not. So with coming back to Anupam's story, with time boxing trading, he started showing up every day for just 25 minutes a day, 25 to 30 minutes a day. There was no confusion, there was no chaos. And today, he's earning a solid 5 to 6 percentage every single month without burning out or without guessing trades. He's that confident. So if you have ever thought trading seems to be extremely complicated for me, you are right to think that. Most strategies are designed to confuse you. Ours is built to empower you. So if you want something so simple, that DM me or comment down the word simple, and I'll show you how real traders without technical backgrounds are using a boring 30-minute system to build real consistent income from the markets. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.